Using fresh herbs in the kitchen can be transformational for your dishes, but maybe you don't know how to identify them in the garden. Let's get into it. But first, I'd like to just say thank you to cityblossoms.org for inspiring this video, and y'all should definitely check out their resources because they have some good ones. Oh, and before you go putting anything in your mouth, be sure to ask a trusted adult first. Alright, let's go see what kind of herbs we can find in the garden.
Hey everybody, Farmer Madison here. Today we're going to go over some herbs, herb identification, and what you can do with them. So let's go have a look. Right here we got some thyme. Thyme, as you can see, grows relatively low to the ground. Sometimes, depending on the variety, it's a ground cover. So it can be very small. Oh look, a butterfly. Thyme has these very small leaves. It has little white flowers, and it goes really well on chicken, meat, and fish. Also goes great in rice and pasta sauces. So that's thyme. Over here we have rosemary, and you can tell rosemary by its small purple flowers, and it grows almost like a Christmas tree. It has a somewhat of an evergreen smell to it, and it has light leaves on the underside, dark on top. I really love rosemary because the smell actually has an association with a memory for me. Your sense of smell and your memories are closely associated in your brain, actually. So when you smell something, if you ever have a memory come up, it's because your brain works in mysterious ways. But for me, when I smell rosemary, I actually think of my mom because she always wore rosemary lotion when I was a kid. Fun fact. And over here we have fennel. Fennel is a fun one. It has these really delicate, lacy leaves. It tastes like black licorice, oddly enough. And the root ball, which you can't see really, it's edible as well. And with cooking, you can use fennel root in anything that would have celery in it. So soups and stews, you can also use fennel in there. And the leaves, you can also add to your tea because they have that kind of warm, licoricey flavor. Alright, maybe you have a guess of what this one is. Every time I come over to this bush, I always see bees hanging out here because they just love this. They can't get enough. This is lavender. Lavender has these beautiful, furry little purple flowers and a pale green stem and these thin leaves here. Lavender goes really nicely in baked goods like lavender scones or cookies. You can make it into tea. You can also throw it in your beverages like a lavender lemonade. Lavender, they say, helps reduce stress and anxiety and helps you sleep better too. So you can dry it and put it in a little bag. I know that when I go out for a walk, sometimes I'll just pick a sprig of lavender and I just de-stress by smelling it. Over here we have basil. This is sweet basil. Basil goes really good in pesto, on top of pizzas. You could even make basil ice cream. One of my friends made basil ice cream. It was really good. Also great in salads. If you have Thai basil, you can put it in curry. Just makes one of those classic fancy garnishes too, if that's your inclination. Basil has really smooth leaves with a smooth edge, kind of a waxy appearance too. And the flowers smell really nice and sweet. Over here we have sage. Sage has a really interesting velvety, almost leathery kind of feeling to it, and it looks kind of scaly, as you can see here. It has purple and green leaves, and the stems are kind of woody. Sage goes good on roasted vegetables. You may recognize it as being in your Thanksgiving stuffing. Pairs great with squash. And when it's dried, you can actually burn it, and that is a Native American tradition, actually. Burning sage included in rituals to spiritually cleanse a person or a space. And hiding over here, we have a little bit of mint. Mint grows in these really tall stalks. It has this box stem. These nice leaves here with this sort of jagged edge. And sort of oval-shaped leaves that are kind of furry. Mint, as you know, kind of has that aroma and taste of mint. Mint comes in all sorts of fun varieties, such as banana mint, which has like a tropical taste with it. Mint also includes lemon balm as a type of mint, and we'll get more into lemon balm later. Even chocolate mint is a fun variety. And you can make popsicles, put these in your popsicles when you're freezing them. You can have like a fun little minty popsicle. They go great in smoothies. You can make a watermelon mint salad. It's delicious. So here's lemon balm. Lemon balm is in the mint family. As you can see, it looks pretty similar to the mint we talked about earlier. It has that boxy stem also. But what sets lemon balm apart is the smell and taste is very citrusy. It smells like lemon. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.